You know, it's interesting. You mentioned pre-K. We're involved in an initiative that tries to raise awareness around issues and challenges that babies and infants are facing. This, you know, birth to 3.
Right.
By the way, the initiative is called Right from the Start, NJ, that we're involved in with some other folks. Is there more state funding, let's say, reimbursing child care centers?
Oh,
right?
okay.
Just from a public policy point
Right.
of view, we've had legislators come out and say, you know, we don't fund enough to those to folks in terms of reimbursement for child care at that age.
Don't disagree at all. As a working mom, I had to sometimes make a decision. If my babysitter didn't show up, do I go to work or does my husband go to work? And it really was a rock, paper, scissors, shoot kind of thing. I think we need, so that mostly working mothers, you know, most
Right.
of us need affordable, reliable daycare, and one of the ways that we make sure we do that is give tax credits. Now, we have flexible spending programs. I took advantage of a flexible spending program, saved me a lot of money over time, but I think we need to do better to make sure that our working mothers have what they need. And one of the other ways to do it is, quite frankly, Steve, is to make sure they can afford to pay their taxes.
And speaking of young children, we're involved in an initiative that really deals with infants and babies and the kinds of things that state policy can do. It's called Right from the Start, NJ. It's a public awareness campaign that we're doing at the Caucus Educational Corporation. Here's the question. What, if anything, can the state do as it relates to those babies and infants, particularly as it relates to child care, if you will?
Yep. So we have stood for a couple of things. One is we have stood for a child and dependent care tax credit, which would allow folks to get a much bigger tax credit to allow them to go out and work and feel like they can get someone to take care of their kids. Right now, we have too many folks faced with that horrible dilemma.
Right.
I'm desperate to work to put food on the table for my family, but I can't afford to leave my kids alone. There are smart ways to get at that. We stand strongly for that.